What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Nurturist Pod. We got Ethan Go with us from Tri Peers. How's it going today, man?
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. How are things with Tri Peers going?
How can I say? It's really going a bit hard. So because we are behind our schedule, so yeah, we are just trying to launch the product. We pivoted two times already. So yeah, everything is just, but we have energy. We are just pushing to just launch the product maybe next week. Yeah.
Awesome, man. No, that's great. Where did the idea come from? I'm just curious.
Okay, it has a long history. Okay.
That's
Yeah.
okay. Well, that's what we're here for.
Yeah, exactly. So I will try to keep it short, but the actually as I mentioned, we pivoted two times. So the first idea was like a video testimonial app for B2B SaaS market. We have right now we have testimonial.to or vocal video, if I'm right, but such as these tools. So we launched the product even before them. But maybe I made a wrong decision. I don't know. We should wait to see. But I feel that the market is not like you can't build something disruptive and just build like a unicorn on it. So we as an entrepreneur, we are investor as well. We are investing our time, the most valuable asset in the world. Okay. So I thought it's not gonna be a really big thing. It can be a really profitable business and just have like several $1 million revenue per year. So it was at the middle of the corona and e-commerce was like booming. So everything was like around the e-commerce, ordering online, and everything was great. So we thought, okay, why not pivot to the e-commerce side? So just a Shopify app to collect video testimonial for Shopify merchants. Simple one. Just it. And also a widget to showcase collected videos. So when we launched it, okay, we talked with some potential customers and tried to validate the product. And after that, we launched a minimum viable product. But we realized, okay, it took some time because I lost my co-founder. I had to find another developer, and developer was like a scammer. So another developer. So the time we launched the video review, all of the review collection app in the Shopify, they had they added video option. So they already collected video. Okay, we had some value proposition. It's like a widget showcasing better, but it's not, you can't call it value proposition. They can do that as well. Okay. And also we talked to the customers and they told me, okay, we should have your product and also we should have another text testimonial app for collect text testimonials because texts they should have definitely text testimonial. The video is not replace of the text testimonial.
Mm.
So they can't handle two products at the same times. They ask us to that feature. So we started just digging more about the product and the customers and to see if we can pivot because it wasn't so stable product and we couldn't just grow it or just have a more value proposition, something like that. So we saw the pattern like for some products, consumers start asking from previous customers on the social medias, on YouTube comments, Reddit, Twitter. So ask from previous customers, especially like at YouTube comments when they search about the product, a review about the product, and see a review and ask the question from the reviewer on the comment. Okay, we saw there is a conversation, but it's outside of the website and Shopify owner's website. So I thought, why not have those conversation exactly on every product page?
Gotcha. Okay.
In that time, and also the community was trends. We have some wave of products. Right now is like AR, ChatGPT. And also before that was like NFT, crypto. Before that was community. Like 2 years ago, the community was a wave community rented product, something like that. Okay, so okay, let's mix those concepts. reviews, videos, and also community concept. Connect previous customers to their potential customers' website visitors. So we built the first version. Actually, we are launching next week. So it's exactly. So what we do is exactly every product page has its own community. We don't collect video testimonials because we don't want to compete to review app. They have a lot of features product. They have product market fit products. So we are just community platform. So we integrate with them. They import their reviews and in our platform and just send invitation to their customers. Hey, you already recorded the video testimonials for us. Thank you so much. Do you like to join our community and just get cashback or rewards if you just answer question from our potential customers, something like that? So if they accept, their videos and testimonials, text, and everything would be in our widget on the product page. So from there, website visitors can interact with them. There's an ask me button and they can just click on ask me button and ask question from previous customers. Just it.
Oh, cool.
So that was the whole story. I just make it short. So that was the whole story from the B2B product to the testimonial app for Shopify merchants and then to the community platform.
Okay. Okay. No, it seems no, that's crazy. When was the initial B2B video platform? Like when did that idea come about?
Don't ask that.
Oh
It
no.
was 2020.
2020. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know why it takes too much time? Because I told you I lost my technical co-founder, the first technical co-founder just left the company.
Yeah.
And after that, I hired the wrong guy because I'm not a technical, the wrong guy. And after 5 months, okay, we had nothing, literally a shitty product
Yeah.
with, okay, it's okay. If you are happy with your first product, you are doing something wrong. You are launching late, but the product really didn't work. A lot of bugs and a lot of things. And he also left the company as well. So I hired another guy. So in that time, we pivoted to the video review, I think, yeah. And that guy was totally a scammer. Okay, I asked, okay, what is, okay, at the end of each sprint, okay, what we have done. So everything, it was like delayed. So after 2 months, this time I was a bit smarter. So I asked one of my technical friend to just review our code base database and everything. So he told me he's doing nothing. So I just fired him and I just started hiring another guy, my current technical and my current co-founder. So
Okay.
between each hire and each just the transition to the another guy, 1 month delay, something like that to just find another guy. Because of that, it takes too much time. So the last one was my current co-founder. So he joined me as a paid developer and we finished the video review and launched it 2020 last year, 2022. We launched the product very soon in 2022. And after launch, we just did this pivot, the last pivot to the peers. So after working for a few months, I realized that this guy is my guy. So I offered him, hey, would you like to join or as a co-founder, something like that, to just have a reasonable share and just continue as a co-founder. And he accepted, and we are just co-founder right now.
That's up, bro.
So
That is quite the story, man. I can't believe this has been something in the works for the last 3 years. It just shows you how much resilience you have to have as a founder. So, no, dude, I love this story. And remind me, where are you located? Where are you calling in today?
to Rotterdam, Netherlands.
Oh, no
Yeah,
way.
it's
Okay.
beautiful Rotterdam port, South
Oh,
Rotterdam.
goodness.
Yeah,
That is amazing. Are you
yeah.
from the Netherlands then, originally?
No, I'm Dutch. Originally, I'm from Iran.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I
Nice.
relocated here 3 years ago with a startup visa. So they have a program which called the startup visa program. So we apply it and we just get the visa for the first version meter stories. So yeah, everything is fine. I'm just here right now. And yeah, I made a lot of mistakes. I think my biggest mistake is when I just wanted to hire someone or find someone as a co-founder, I always looked at their CV, their resume. This is totally wrong.
Yeah,
You should look at their attitude.
gotcha.
So
Yeah,
my first co-founder had he like in that time he had 12 years of experience in web development, and he was a like engineering manager of like Uber of Iran. We have Uber in Iran. So he worked for some, okay, not for a long time, but he was the like team manager at Uber of Iran. We call it Snap. It's definitely Uber is not operating in Iran,
yeah, yeah,
but the clone of the Uber in Iran. So he had a good experience in just he was really in development. He was really, and he is really an A developer, A plus developer. But
right.
in like being a co-founder, something like that, to not giving up really soon and easy, I think no. So yeah, so the second one, the third one. So every time my issue was the attitude. So they think about it. This is a small project, side hustle, something like that, but I had a bigger vision, so we can just extend the product, expand the product like this and do this, and just be like, you never know something. We have a lot of the stories. They started with the something small and they became like a unicorn. We have Loom, that extension for recording. They just started with an extension for user experience research or something like that. I don't remember exactly. And
Yeah,
they pivoted 7 times, something like that. I don't remember. And they just the credit card, they crash everything. They just was just quitting to just find a job. But the last version works. They right now they have a company with I don't remember I don't know the last number with the more than $400 million valuation. I think
right.
it's a lot more years ago, yeah.
It's like Amazon too, like, they just started as a bookstore, an online bookstore, and obviously they've
Actually,
been able to do what they've done over time because of pivoting. So it's super important to do exactly what you say and stick to the course and tough times out, which I have all respect to you, man. That's super impressive. 3 years without really just going through all the ups and downs that you have, like, I feel like you're right on that verge right there, where you're about to break and have a ton of success, so keep it going for sure, man. No, that is amazing. I didn't realize you were in the Netherlands. Yeah, when we chatted before. No, that's awesome.
yeah,
But yeah, the whole purpose of this podcast is to help younger people who are trying to figure out where they want to go, what they want to do, what makes them fulfilled in life. So, taking it back to when you were trying to figure out what you wanted to do with your life, like out of high school, what was that experience like for you? What were your expectations coming out of high school?
good question. So at the high school, I literally, as I remember, I did nothing.
Really?
Yeah, I really said, oh, yeah, at the high school, it was the first time I met the internet.
Okay. Okay.
No, yeah, at high school, I met the internet, not younger that I remember the first time I saw a web page, it was Yahoo, and my uncle just opened the website and he was just showing the internet to my father or another or family member. I don't remember.
Mm,
So because of my uncles, they teach me. I didn't have a computer in that time, I remember, but
yes.
I could install Windows. It was 95, Windows Millennium, Windows XP. I could install the Windows. I could do anything literally. And I was really geeking that time because of my uncles, but I didn't have a computer.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because of, I think in the high school, but it was my passion was something else. It was physics. So even I studied atomic physics at the university. So it's
Okay.
totally something different. So yeah, but if because you are just talking about higher school and how is the effect of high school on the future, something like that, I think I have something to say based on okay. I'm nowhere right now. I'm not a successful guy with a successful business, something like that. I'm not literally nowhere. But my father always had like a advice. So let me just translate it in my mind.
You're
So
good.
he yes. So at the right time, being at the right place, it's these two things make your luck, something like that. So exactly. And his advice was being in the right, putting yourself at that position just makes your life. For example, being at the community, something like that. So working, okay, I'm not telling working for free for someone else or something like that. But for my first job, I just took like very low salary, below the minimum, below the everything. And from there, I built my connections.
Gotcha.
So after that, exactly because of, okay, my first tech job was my sister just introduced, my sister just studied web development at the university. So he got a job and he introduced me to, because I changed atomic physics to the business management at the university. So I studied some marketing, something like that. And my sister, she introduced me to just her boss, just a web development company. So I joined them as a like intern marketer, something like that. So I started like running campaigns, advertising with no idea what is that. So just try and well something like that for 3 months, and the company just shut down after 3 months. But in that 3 months, I built my network. So I use another service. It was like advertising network. We use that advertising network to run or ad campaign. So when the company they shut down all of their service and the company, one time I just reached out the CEO of that advertising network. So at that time they were very small and a small startup. So he just hired me. It was literally my first tech job. And after 6 months, they raised really huge money. So I had a lot of opportunity to just fail and try. And after
Awesome.
that, just keep going. Everything was based on my network, just network. So building being in the community, or we had like a weekly gathering, a startup guys gathering, something like that, at a coffee shop, something like that. So I always was there. I got my first co-founder. I found my first co-founder there actually from my first startup. I launched my first startup in 2013. It was a programmatic media buying ad platform. At that time, it was trend. Advertise ad tech was trend in 2013 or 14. I found my first co-founder there. So I got a lot of experience from that startup. And then I found another job at a big company as the marketing manager from that event. If the smart guys, they put themselves into the community network and connections.
Yeah.
Yeah, just it.
No, that's amazing. I think that's a huge point to hit on as well. Like you never know when those connections are going to be able to help you out in life. And so building that network from such a young age, coming out of high school and just getting that experience, it sounds was a huge factor for you in your life and is taking you
Yes,
to where you are today. So I would just emphasize on that as well. Like your network and the connections, the people that you meet, it can have a huge effect on where you go and what you do in your life. Just by knowing the right people can a lot of times put you in a good situation to make cool things happen. No,
yeah,
I agree with that. Like coming out of high school, if you can go and build that network quick and you can meet some pretty cool people or influential people, it can definitely have a big impact on your life and what type of opportunities are going to be brought your way. So I love that, dude. I think that's huge. And I think that's super cool to hear your ins and outs of companies that going out of business and whatnot. But from that experience and your connections, you're able to pursue your career in marketing and now be a startup founder. No, that's awesome, man. I love that story. And so in high school, were you like, I know you were saying obviously your uncle, he came to you, he was the first one to really show you the internet, how it works, but you didn't have your own computer. So looking at your life today, is it pretty crazy? I'm assuming to literally have your entire livelihood on the internet like that, like your entire business, everything is online. So
yeah.
I'm sure that never crossed your mind in high school, like, oh, I'm sure one day I'm gonna have a business online.
No way. So exactly, not even in the high school, in the university, I think before just joining that company from my sister, I was accountant. So I just got some part-time accountant thing. So even nothing online, not related thing. I was a geek guy,
Yeah.
but nothing related to the online business. So the first time was my sister introduced me to her company, his company, her company. So yeah, that's the point. And I think all of this thing, what you call it, butterfly effect, something like
The
what
butterfly
you call
effect?
it? Yeah, exactly. So there is a movie about that as well. So I don't remember exact the name and the movie. So yeah, it's the time. So just my uncles just start building, just being geek by my uncles. So just teaching me everything, and they were like very good at teaching. So very slowly and teach me everything. So everything just starts just level by level and just
Builds
together
upon each
everything
other.
build your future, just building network connections and just talking with people and helping people. Some people they just start building a network to just some kind of monetizing their network, some kind of that to just get the benefit, but it's not that doesn't work. It should be two ways. So you should just give the benefit if you want to just have a benefit from your network. So it would be something like that.
Yeah.
So
No,
just
absolutely.
spending with the people, teaching to the people, and something like that. So right now, if someone called me about the marketing, something like that, I'm really okay to just put 1 or 2 hours usually to just share my experience.
Yeah. No,
And
that's
I don't expect anything.
yeah.
So being building a network means giving without expectation.
I love that. Yeah, giving without expectation is huge. I think if you're willing to put yourself out there and help people, karma can definitely be a good thing and come
Yeah,
to
exactly.
help you in the end. No, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
exactly.
So my last question is just looking back on
Yeah.
your experiences throughout the years. What would be your one piece of advice you would give your younger self?
Hardcore, yeah. So learn to know people. So this is the key to just learn how to know people. How, because it's if you want to be an entrepreneur, you should know how to hire people, how to hire people, and who to just talk to them and just find their attitude. But I think it's an art. So just talking with the people and just find out if they are fit with your goal or not.
Yeah.
So it was my mistake about finding, as you can see, all of my mistake was about finding people and working with the wrong people. So it was my advice to my younger version to just learn how to just find the right people and know them uh, in deep. Yeah.
So on your entrepreneurial path, you would say just learning how to hire people is like your one piece of advice you'd give any startup founder?
Yeah, yeah. Not just hiring. You can you want to find a co-founder.
Right.
Okay. So you should okay. I talked with the first co-founder a lot in my first startup as well, but I wasn't good at knowing people.
Gotcha. Yeah. That
So
definitely can be
when
tough.
I'm like right now, when I come back and look at our conversation and just repeat in my mind all of them, the previous one, I could see some sign of dust, like alert.
Mhm.
So main being, this is the wrong guy. But in that time, I couldn't hear that. But right now, I can. So if I had this ability earlier, definitely it was really helpful for me.
Gotcha. No, that is awesome, man. I think that's a great piece of advice for anyone. Is just you got to get to know those people who you're going to be building a business. I think a lot of times, yeah, people underestimate how important it is to have a good co-founder. I've tried starting a couple different projects and I definitely agree with you 100%. If you don't have the right person on board on your team pushing for the same goals in mind, like it's going to be really hard to make that dream come to life or that vision come to life when you're not working towards the same thing, don't have that same vision.
And yeah, this is the case. So if I want to just short my conversation, I saw some startups. I saw what was the name Tribe. I think they have a community platform, but for B2B. So I just, if I just remember correctly, I just heard to the co-founder podcast. So they hired a guy for sales, and that guy making huge impact on their startup.
Yeah,
So you see, sometimes hiring one person just change your business, total entire the business.
right. No, absolutely.
So the co-founder really was smart to just knowing that people. Because I made that mistake. I just was a chief marketing officer, a food delivery platform in Iran. And a guy just came to me to just hire. We had an open position, digital marketing manager. He sent a CV. I interviewed him, and I just rejected. So just 2 years, 1 year, just 1 year after that guy just became a leader or in digital marketing community and became the CMO of one of the biggest company in our country.
Oh my,
So if that guy in your company, so definitely the situation was different in that time. But I
right.
didn't hire that guy because I didn't see the attitude. Again, that time I made that mistake. So I was just looking to hire a guy with the experience, not attitude. Then you look, I made a mistake and over again. So that the next advice. So just learn from your mistake.
Absolutely. No, attitude is huge. I think it can have a huge impact on the company, the business, who you're working with day in and day out. Like that attitude isn't there, definitely. I like it's gonna be tough for sure. No, I love that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you hopping on with me. I know it was a pretty short conversation, but it's been
Thank
super fun to get to know you and a little bit more about your life experiences, man.
yeah. Thank you so much. Like, I really enjoyed our conversation. I hope it was like had an impact in just one person. We just hit our goal.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate you. We'll be in touch. You have a good rest of your
Yeah.
day.
Thank you so much, man. Have a good day. Thank you. Bye.